Monday. What are we looking at today? We're looking at Colette Farmhouse Ale from Great Divide, number 3 in the lineup. This was the one that I put in. It's got a bunch of stuff in it. This was the one that I predicted was going to be second best. It is 7.3% by volume, and the cap looks like all the rest of them. Before I open this, though, just had a beer mail. I got a care package from Paul, Hasman 440. Hit some stuff from his hometown. We got one Fathead Hunter, an IPA, award-winning 2012-2014 Silver Award, blah blah blah, 7.5%, and then 5 different things from Cellar Rats. Got their Field Rat Wheat, Pride of Cleveland Pilsner, Rat Tail Ale, the Piper's IPA, and Black Rat Imperial Stout. And then of course he sent a glass and a couple of rat stickers. Might have to put one of those in my truck. So yeah, I've actually never had Cellar Rats, and I've heard a lot about it from Paul, so I'm really looking forward to giving that a try. Let's do this. Wow, is there... Good thing I didn't blow this one up. Another one that looks like it definitely has some carbonation. So, plenty ahead. Again, kind of an off color, more of a yellow hue to it, and like a whole fisting's worth of head. Actually smells pretty good. Kind of a sweet, not having a hard time kind of placing it. Almost like a sweet candy. Not quite like a ginger ale kind of a smell to it. Yeah, she's much more quiet than Heffy. Alright, well, cheers. Let's work our way through this. Kind of tastes like it smells. It's almost like a sweet builds at first, and then it kind of goes to like a sweet sour in the middle, and it ends like that. It's, boy, for the lack of anything coming to mine that is a fair example. About the closest is that sweet bitter is kind of like if it was possible to say just peel a grape and eat the skin, because you're getting, you know, some of the sweetness from the meat along with the peel. It's almost like some kind of an offering that I've had like from the brewery, where it's just kind of a unique kind of a blend as far as the farmhouse part of it. I have never really been that much of a fan of the farmhouse. I switched this with the Pilsner because Pilsners are all kind of bland, which that would have been an improvement if it would have just tasted like the rest of the Pilsners. But this is this would have been probably better off in the beaker, because it's just like a weird mingling of flavors that work. Almost like a light mixing of a white sweet wine. It's not that good. Mouthfeel, it's kind of a light medium. Overall, it has a little bit drier of a body, but not where you're like going, wonder if this would make it through a cloth. Well, I have to admit I'm rather shocked that I'm liking a farmhouse ale as much as I am liking this. If I saw it, would I buy it again? Guess it depends on if I couldn't find something else more interesting to try, but I just might, which was probably also a first for a farmhouse for me. Normally, I don't like the characteristic. Well, not to pick on Great Divide Brewing here, but their beers have, as up until, well, even including this one, their Pilsner is nothing like a Pilsner. The what was it? The Belgian. Well, I guess that one was close. That one was close and characteristic. I would have actually probably been able to say I'm drinking a Belgian. Unlike the Pilsner, I would have been so wrong on predicting that one. Maybe a little, maybe a bit of a lemon zest in there, but there's definitely some fruitiness to it. But it's that kind of unique, like dry, bitter, sour sort of thing that's going on, and it's just enough to keep it interesting. So, Colette Farmhouse Ale, rustic farmhouse ale, refined, according to them. The alcohol, like I said, 7.4, 7.3. You don't even. I'm not noticing it. Yeah, I'm not noticing really any alcohol warming. So what do we have? We had a 2 2s on the E scale. A 2 2 on the E scale. And where do I put Colette Farmhouse Ale? The third in the lineup. This is, again, for a farmhouse ale. I don't, this is not like any farmhouse ale that I've had, but if more people did farmhouse ales like this, shockingly, wow. I don't know. For a farmhouse, for rating it on the E scale as a farmhouse ale, I'm gonna give this an 8. Oof. That IPA better be good. I hate to think that my my rating something would get stumped by a farmhouse. Farmhouse beating an IPA, but I guess we'll see tomorrow. And that leads us to tomorrow. The last one. The one that I predicted I'd like the most. Titan IPA. This one is 7.1%. Assertive, aromatic. So, this will be the last in those. And then move on to some Cellar Rat. I'll have to go seeing if I can find something that intermingle in there. Maybe. Otherwise, I guess I don't mind. I guess another question for the group. Just start at one of the. Hey, I could do the same thing on this. Which the order in which I think I would like them. Well, just for the giggles of it, I'm not saying that we have to do this, but it's another possibility. I'm not a huge fan of wheats, but one of my favorite beers of all time is Oberon from Bell's, and that is a wheat. So Paul thought I would like it. So I guess they're creatively they're already laying in the order in which I believe I would like them. The wheat, the Pilsner, the Rat Tail Ale, the IPA, and actually, I guess the Fathead. See, I don't know anything about these, so the two IPAs would be next to each other, and I am a huge fan of Imperial Stouts. Ooh, and it's a big one at that, 9.2%. So that's the order that I think that I'm going to enjoy them the most. Unless someone has a problem with it, I'm thinking we're probably gonna run through the Cellar Rat line all the way till we get to the Fathead, and the last but least would be the Stout. Let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and ended on a Sunday on an Imperial Stout. See, that works with me. Yeah, this would probably be awesome. Really, really cold, just after you got done pushing the lawnmower around for a while. In contrast to yesterday's, I'm just going to keep this one short. I don't know if anybody, any of you are like huge political heads and sit and watch the Sunday shows. I personally by then it's on overload and I really don't give a shit. But I guess once again, Donald Trump is shaking the status quo by putting out his what he would do to handle immigration. And the funny thing was I was listening, caught a little bit of rush today, and there was some big survey out, and surprise, surprise, you know, because the liberal douchebags and the liberal douchebag media, they only put out there what they want you know, they have to control the situation. So, you know, thinking that it's status normal for what we're going through right now is bullshit. It's almost like we are all being hidden from the truth due to the fact that the liberal media, where in fact is, I guess they some poll out, they interviewed people and they asked 7 different questions about how you would handle immigration, and basically on a scale of like 1 to 10 you had to rate each one, and like the most extreme was you just round them all up and kick them the fuck out of this country. See, I don't have a problem with that, but surprisingly something like 56% of all of the answers all were in the top 3 of the most aggressive things. So it just goes to show, so what Donald Trump is basically saying is, the biggest thing that I got out of what he wants to do is there be no more such, the whole anchor baby thing would end. You know, you come here and you get pregnant and have a baby, and all of a sudden the whole fucking family gets to stay. All the illegals get to stay because you had a baby here. That would all end. I think, honestly, I think every single time Donald Trump opens his mouth in front of a camera or a microphone, it only solidifies his stance as becoming the next president of the United States. Because, to be totally honest, you've heard me say this for years. There's no more D's and R's. They're both the same. It's us against them, and right or wrong, I don't care. I don't care if you disagree with me or not. The whole thing is the forum of debate. I mean, yeah, it's kind of disappointing. I've lost a couple of people that I thought were pretty close friends over the years, because politics turns into such an argument that, boom, you're out. You know, and then there was the one thing, there's a couple of things that have taken place in our most recent history that I think were fabricated, and somebody says that I'm 100% wrong, and all of a sudden your friendship comes to an end, but oh well. I can openly state, as of this moment in time, unless he like all of a sudden goes off the deep end, Donald Trump is my guy. I really hope he does not go third party. All bets are off on third party. You already know my feelings on that. Everybody that voted third party is why we got, you know, all those more years of Clinton and Obama. Third party just doesn't work. It's just not going to be strong enough as it stands right now. I wish it could. I wish it could, but the fact is when you vote third party, you hand it to the incumbent. That's fact. Look at it going up till now, and everybody says the same thing. Oh, but this time it'll be different, or I have to stand on my morals. Well, look at our freedoms. Look at all of you people that had to stand on your morals and go third party last time, and we got more Obama. And we've lost more freedoms. Fuck, you know, we got 521 days of that piece of shit. 521 days. And in a matter of a couple days, we had lesbians and homosexuals, you know, getting married, and more of our freedoms lost and another stance on Obamacare and blah, blah, blah. So I just like to personally thank everybody that had to stand on their grounds and go the third party, because that's why we have Obama. And that's why we had Clinton and that kind of shit. So I hope Donald Trump does not go third party. But if there was someone that could, you know, Ross Perot, nah, wasn't going to happen. Donald Trump, it's a possibility. I think we're seeing such an insurgence into his popularity because people are pissed off. People like me and you. We have had enough. Sick and tired of the stereotypical liberal, I mean, it's liberal conservative. I mean, they're both, like, look at the immigration thing. They're both voting the same way. Really? Not impossible. But it's happening. So, yeah, I'm really liking what he's doing, and like me and Christine were talking about, the fact is he's got all the money. Who the hell is going to buy him out? It's not going to happen. So, unlike the typical politician, you know, it's like, why are both camps voting the same way when it comes to immigration? Because of that's the way the big money donors are pushing it. You know, heaven forbid you as a politician should listen to your constituents and go with the will of the people, because I think a lot of what's going on right now, will of the people, I know in my town, the will of the people certainly wasn't for gay marriage, but somehow, you know, it's kind of like when that loser Franken won, and you know they're finding ballots in the back of cars and voting machines that you know voted 120% of the population vote in that district voted for him. Wow, that's weird. 120%. Not one person. Not one person hated him. So, okay. Enough of that. Just saying, every single time I hear him come out with more stuff, it just gets stronger and stronger. And right now, Donald Trump, some CNN loser media type might try to say that he's like some fringe, but as it turns out, that he is not even as radical as the majority of people that were surveyed about stuff like that. So keep it going. That's all I gotta say. Knuckle bump, more cowbell, whatever. Oh, I've had more than one person ask me about Tardisius, like, is he okay? And we talked about this yesterday, and you know, just in case you missed it yesterday, because I don't know when in the 3-hour brew review it happened. He's good. He's just been busy, taking a little break from YouTube. So I know quite a few people have been asking. So just gonna throw it out there again in case it was missed yesterday. Otherwise, thank you, Paul Hasman 440. I've got something else for you. Otherwise, cheers, guys, and we will see you tomorrow, and we'll find out how that Titan IPA stacks up against a Farmhouse Ale. Okay, cheers, guys.